All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the Facebook report of my client portfolio, the e-commerce brands that I manage the ads for. And as you can see, since 1st of March of 2023 to 1st of March of 2025, I spent $9 million for these three brands. You'll see 4 accounts here. One has UK and US separately. So these three brands, we spent 9 million at a ROAS of 3.51. This is what's being tracked by the platform, but you know, $32 million in overall revenue. To give you a few more numbers, last 30 days, last 30 days, we spent 300K, ROAS of 3.95, pretty good last 30 days. Last quarter, I think it was Q4, October to December. So Q4, we did, let's say 1.2 million ad spend, ROAS 367. And last 7 days, ROAS 385, spending 90K. So yeah, pretty good stuff. And in this video, I will reveal specifically how I made $32 million for my e-commerce clients on Facebook ads. I will reveal stuff that nobody talks about. Let's go into the Google Docs and you're gonna love this video. Let's go. All right, so how I made $32 million for my e-com clients with Facebook ads, things that no one talks about. So this 32 million, to give you context, it took 9 million in ad spend, as you saw before, in the space of 2 years. If you calculate that, this means that I was managing on average $12,000 every single day on Facebook ads. So the first lesson is you want to put daily ad spend targets instead of yearly revenue targets. If you tell me how to generate 32 million, I don't know, I have no idea. Because it can come from so many sources in different days, I don't know. But if you tell me how to spend 12K a day, I can create like a path to follow and get there eventually. So it's much easier also mentally. So yeah, you can have control on ad spend, not on overall revenue. And this will be the very first lesson in this video. 7 key points we're gonna see in the next minutes. So things that help me achieve these things for clients and things that will forever solidify your approach to scaling Facebook ads. Point 1 is mindset. Nobody talks about mindset and I don't know why, but you need it. So we'll go through this super quick. Right after that, we understand the algorithm. Think about expansion through angles, products, and countries. And this is e-commerce. We're not talking about cost caps in this case. Point 3. Then why people buy plus how to sell to people at scale. And we're going to be talking about my favorite book that we'll show you in a second. And then test, scale, test, scale, test, scale. This is Ads Manager. This is Facebook ads on steroids. Then demand patterns and intraday scaling, becoming a trader, stock trader. And then hyperscaling flash campaigns. As every single one of my videos, if you watched those before, welcome back. And if you're not, you will enjoy this one. But every single one of my YouTube videos is always super practical with screenshots like this. All right, so this is what you're about to see in the next few minutes. Now, why is this relevant? That would be the very first question. So past a certain point in ad spend, it is impossible to scale if you have a doubtful mindset. If you don't know how the algorithm works, if you don't know how to sell to strangers at scale, cold traffic, super difficult. If you don't have the right testing and scaling strategy, dynamic, intraday scaling, no flash campaigns, without this, it might not be the case for you at this level. But in the next level, it's gonna get really difficult. So we need these next steps that I'm gonna share to actually scale and have consistency. Now the goal, when you finish the video, you wanna have the right mindset, you're gonna have a full understanding of the algorithm. You need to know new ways to expand with e-commerce through angles, through products, through countries, not just by increasing the budget. You'll know how to sell to strangers online at scale. You will see how I do the actual Facebook ads stuff in the Ads Manager. You'll know how I do the intraday scaling, and you will see how big brands execute big flash campaigns. Okay, that is the goal. It's pretty exciting. I guess this is gonna be one of my best videos on YouTube. And I'm sick today. I'm super sick, but we're still crushing it because I gave my word that I was going to record this video today. Now you might be wondering, all of this for free? And the answer is no, my friend. You're about to pay with your time. And that's the most valuable thing you have. And you're making the decision to actually pay for this video. So again, the decision you have to make now is, you want to be the guy on top or you want to be this guy? Because if you want to be this guy and you want to go back to scrolling in here, you can do it right now. That's not a problem. It's okay. Like, I don't have a big channel. I don't need thousands of views. This is super niche for professionals. So if you want to be this guy, welcome in. Let's get started with the video. So As you might know, my name is Manuel Gomez. I'm a Facebook ads specialist for the last 8 years. So been running ads since 2016, 2017, started with drop shipping, a whole journey. It was exciting. So, and this is myself in the Meta headquarters, in Meta private events with my account managers. I get invited every now and then, a couple of times a year. And it's pretty interesting to get early access to new releases. Like I got early access to Advantage Plus campaigns. I got early access to Advantage Plus with manual bidding because I was in the beta phase. Things like that. Website and shop. Screenshot as you saw before, 9 million in ad spend, 32 million revenue, ROAS like 3.6, something like that. I'm actively in the trenches when it comes to spending money on ads. Like I'm actively in the trenches. It's not like I used to run ads 5 years ago and then I take the screenshots from the old ads manager and and I run with that. It's not that. So yeah, on February 9th, spent 14K, ROAS 372. International speaker in a bunch of events like this is Affiliate World, masterminds in Dubai, in Spain, in Europe, Greece, a bunch of places. Pretty cool stuff. Just to show you that I'm legit. Otherwise, you're not going to watch the whole video. I'm actively coaching 50 plus people. So that means I get a lot of input. And everything that I'll be sharing today, this is just going to be based on the input that I have from my ad accounts, but also the input that I get from coaching so many brands, so many agencies that ask questions and we see feedback and stuff. And that's the community that I run. I've got a super solid backend. And if you want to check it after the video, you've got the link in the description. Click that link, you check out this landing page. There's a video in there. I explain everything. Don't text me on Instagram how I work. Just go on that description, okay? And there it's a video of myself explaining literally everything. So let's go into each of these points. At any level in your journey, each one of these points is going to become more and more important. Right now for you, it just might be that out of this video, you learn how to implement intraday scaling and it completely changes how much you can scale. Goal done, fantastic, achieved, let's go. But in 3 months, this might be extremely important. So try to come back to this video because again, this is one of my best videos ever on YouTube in terms of value accumulated in one Google Docs. So let's be this guy. Let's watch the whole video and I can guarantee you're going to love it. So let's go into the first point. The mindset to spend big on Facebook ads. I want you to think about your daily ad spend right now. How much are you spending on average? And I want to ask you, can you double that ad spend? Or is it possible to spend 5 times that number? So the first mindset aspect is you don't have to think if it's possible or not, because I could guarantee like a lot of people are spending what you're trying to spend right now, a lot of people. So let's think about how you could spend that number. So if you're spending 500, could you spend 5 times that, 2.5K a day? I mean, today you probably can't because you don't have the right structure. We don't know, but you probably can't. But the question is, what do you need to change to be able to spend that? And here is where success is. Here's where you're going to find the path to get there. So if I make you the question, like, what do you need to change? I give you 5 seconds to think about what do you need to change to be able to spend 5 times your daily ad spend. Is it you need more scaling campaigns? Do you need to create a new flash campaign? You need a new product? I don't know. Do we have to increase the AOB? More traffic, fix the CPC. We have to add new traffic platforms. At the end of the day, we put the limit, okay? And what I want to communicate in this module to you is when the limit is very high, we will find a way to make it happen. So you put the limit. If you think 500 is okay, you will stay at 500. And this is the very first thing. Open the mind, unlock new levels of growth, and then everything that comes after this module is gonna go there smooth. So let's open to that, let's unlock it. And just to show you, like, this is my highest monthly ad spend in one unique ad account, just one. It was 733K in euros, so like $750,000 in April of 22. And this is, what is this? This is Black Friday of 22. This was my record ad spend in one account on an hourly basis. So in 1 hour, I managed to spend 5K. Just in 1 hour on a peak day. It's just to break the limit. It's not to brag. Like many people have way bigger numbers than I do, but it's just to open that up. It is possible. And if you've read this book, I would highly recommend you read it if you have not read it. Psycho-Cybernetics, one of the best books I've ever read in my life. But this is not the favorite one that I was talking about in the intro. That's going to come in just a few minutes. So the biggest learning from this book is if you want to spend $2,500 a day on ad spend, you have to normalize it. So the very first thing is you want to make it your self-identity. You want to make it your self-image. Yes, I'm a person that spends 2,500 euros a day. I understand you might come to the video to find technical stuff, and you will have that. But I also want you to understand that if first you have to unlock it mentally to allow it to come to you. So let's go through this, and now we're going to get into the Ads Manager and do all the stuff. So here's the idea with your ego. If you make 2,500 your identity, then when you see that you're spending 500 per day in the screen, it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel inconsistent, keyword, inconsistent with your self-image. And your ego cannot accept that, cannot accept this distinction, this inconsistency. The ego will make you do anything to be consistent with your self-image. Anything in Facebook ads, in your fitness journey, in your dating life, anything. So if you normalize 2,500 per day in ad spend, it's going to indirectly force you to find a path to be consistent with your self-image. So it's going to help you find a path to spend $2,500 a day. Now the question is, how do I normalize it? So first you have to understand that your subconscious cannot differentiate reality from imagination. It cannot, especially because, you know, in the case of Facebook ads, you're just looking at a screen and the screen says 500 daily ad spend. It's just a screen. So you can recreate that screen. We're not even in real life in 3D where you say, I'm in a forest and I see a tree. The tree is there. The 500 is just a number, so you can make it up. People are faking screenshots with just a Canva editor. So you can do it and normalize it. And the other thing is, if an image is seen enough times and with enough intensity, your brain will perceive it as a reality, as real. So this is the mindset exercise that I've been doing for years to normalize higher levels of revenue, ad spend, whatever for my clients. And here is a template. This is an Amazon Canva screenshot. Here you can see the way that I'm editing this, where I'm just literally putting ABO testing Manel. I changed these numbers, Manel brand with a random ID. So it's like I'm putting here that yesterday I spent 24K in one ad account at a ROAS of 4.22, and I made 100K in one day, which I think I don't know if I've ever reached this in Evergreen. But if I finish this thing with the blue letters and I print this in one of these stores, which is what I do, you go to one of these picture stores thing with the photos, and then you print this like this, and you visualize, just check for 10 seconds this thing before you go to sleep and when you wake up. That is it. Just do that. And it's going to normalize this 24K a day in ad spend, 24K a day in ad spend, 24K a day in ad spend. When I go to the Ads Manager and I see yesterday we spent 1K, the first thing that I'm going to think is, I have a problem. Like, there's something going on here. This is not matching. We have a problem. I need to look for a solution. Let's go into YouTube. How to spend 20K a day? I don't see anything. Okay, let's go into a Facebook group. Let's ask, has anyone ever spent 20K a day? Okay, guys. So you see that I changed my attitude and I'm hunting to find a solution because I'm normalizing this thing. This really works. This really works. So, and this is what I've done. Like with, I remember I was insisting on this a lot. We did a Black Friday mastermind. I had a whole blog where it was just mindset for Black Friday. And we get it there, like one of the drivers of these guys making the revenue records, members of the coaching, this guy made 170K in one day, daily record, and this is the same. And he said, I remember after all these models, he said, minimum we want 50K in one day. And he told me that before Black Friday. He said minimum 50K and that's it. So thanks for your help, really glad with the results. Without your help, wouldn't make this. But part of that, man, is mindset. So work on that. Now let's go into the algorithm. So the Facebook ads algorithm. Man, I'm sick as fuck. Let's go. So what does this algorithm do? It's going to optimize the delivery of ads based on 3 things: user behavior, your bid, let's say advertiser bid, advertiser bid, and relevance. In this case, this would be ad relevance. Okay. So the algorithm wants to make the perfect match, keyword here, between users and advertisers. So it's gonna give users personalization and treat them very well because the user is the priority. And then it's gonna provide good advertisers with the perfect qualified impressions, so good traffic. But it's also gonna punish bad advertisers, remember. So this algorithm is analyzing billions of data points to match ads with users in the right moment, in the right time, etc. Especially users that are most likely to take the desired action, which is the purchase. So the algorithm is following this formula, and I fully explained the whole algorithm in a 30-40 minute video that you can check somewhere around here. I'll just remember to put the link in there, but it's on my channel. It's new Facebook ads algorithm 2025, and I go through this formula and I explain it. But just consider, if you want to understand the algorithm, just understand how Meta is choosing which ad will appear in the first story when you log into Instagram. That's it, because that's an auction. If you understand the auction mechanism, you will understand the algorithm. So the algorithm is going to reward advertisers that with a total value, high total value, if you've got ad quality, which is CTR, engagement in the ad, bounce rate after they click, number of clicks, number of likes, comments, people not complaining about your ad, etc. This is the ad quality, which is basically feedback that the users are sending to the platform to tell them, hey platform, hey Meta, this is a good ad. If people share your ad, and other users will be sending negative feedback. So they will say, hey Meta, I really hate this ad. Report. Why am I seeing this ad? Or they will just skip it. So that's ad quality. Then estimated action rate is basically the likelihood of you getting a purchase based on a bunch of calculations, estimated action rate, and then the bid. So manual bidding is pretty important if you understand this formula. And 95% of advertisers are just fully depending on automatic bidding, and probably 90% of advertisers don't even know this formula. So now you know. And watch the algorithm video. But the understanding of this formula, to be honest, it has really helped me. Really, really, really. Now let's talk about expansion before we get into the technical ads manager stuff. So for expansion, you have to choose your battle. If you want to scale, you need to focus on what to expand. Or at least you need to know the order. So first we're gonna expand with one product and multiple angles. Then we're going to expand to different products. And once we burn that country, we're going to move into another one. Fantastic. That's an expansion plan. But you have to start operating as a big brand, thinking about multiple countries, multiple products, different ways to sell the same products through different funnels. This whole thing built is going to support 10K a day in ad spend. But when we have one product with one angle, selling it to one country and sending people to the product page, it's honestly not gonna be the path to spend 10K a day consistently without the ROAS absolutely breaking. And when we have the low season, let's say now in March, and things are getting tougher, we're gonna be like, what is happening? No, it's just the CTR. It's just the CPM. You did not craft an expansion plan, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So, give me a second. Oh man, sorry for that. So expanding by angles. I'll give you an example from Gleeman, a super cool brand. I love their ads. So this is at first selling the same product and finding different ways to sell it. So this is going to be a better example, but just bear with me for a second. You'll see they have the same product in all of the ads, but in one of them, they're talking about dark spots. So this is going to target people that care about dark spots. And here at the bottom, we're not talking about dark spots. We're talking about glow. So this might be targeting different people. Maybe dark spots is for people that have darker skin. I have absolutely no idea about skincare, but And then glowing is for people that want to get rid of acne or whatever. Just let me put this thing on. Okay. So you see that I'm using 2 different angles to sell the same product. This is expansion. Why? Facebook ads specifically, it means that different angles will target different people, different audiences. This is, imagine it's 2018 and we are running different interests, like people who like football and people who like fashion. And we would be like, wow, these are 2 buckets, these are 2 different audiences, and I will expand my product by expanding into different audiences. Okay, so that doesn't exist anymore. And now what you have to do is this, same product, different angles. And you see it here as well. You will see this is a painkiller, cream, balm, whatever. Here we talk about back pain. And here we talk about shoulder pain. And here we talk about elbow pain. And here we talk about sciatica. And here we talk about knee pain. All right, so we are solving different problems for different people with the same product. This is expansion. So you have it here. With different angles, you target different audiences. So it can either be a change in age, gender, country, I don't know. But think about it, like, who has sciatica? Usually not a bodybuilder. But who has shoulder pain? Usually a bodybuilder. I do have. I'm not a bodybuilder, like either from boxing or I don't know, but I have some pain in here once a week. So I'd have this. Elbow pain, I don't know, probably people who play tennis, let's say. I don't know. Back pain, this is pretty broad. Knee pain, this is when you're older or you used to be a runner. But you see that I'm targeting different people with just changing the angle. So this is a way to expand. Now, expanding by product. This is more expensive, but at a certain scale, this is a must. So let's check this one. This is the product that we saw before in the example here. So we've got this, what's this? Clay mask. So it's a mask. And now they launched this, which is a cleanser fed up with breakouts. Clear skin starts here. Okay, so now I'm using a different product to either target the same people or target different people. So the same people that bought this will buy this and I will make more LTV. Or with a different product, I'm just targeting different people. So let's say what these guys are doing. Shoulder pain, this kills your pain. Okay, and now what is this? Sick of acne. Fix it now and regain your confidence. 10 years of acne gone in 9 days. And this is gray and this is kind of brown orange. Okay, it's a new product for a completely different audience. Okay, and you see that these guys, by changing the product, they tapped into a completely new market. And now instead of having old people or bodybuilders as their target market, now it's people with acne. So now it might be, I don't know, a guy that is 18 years old and they're taking over the marketplace. Let's say that they're only selling in the US. So before they were selling only in the US to people that are 40 plus. Okay, 40 plus, conquer that. Now with acne, I'm gonna conquer the market that's under 40. So let's say 20 plus until 40, because they care about acne. Okay, so now I have all of the ages conquered in the US. And the next natural step for this brand is to say, okay, I figured out a way, I have a system to scale that. And you might say, how can I expand more? And that's country. So you study the culture of another country, you take your system that is already working, and you move that into a new country. Unlimited scale. So yeah, for the product stuff, like imagine we're at 500K a month. How can I unlock 1 million per month? It's solve a different problem for the same avatar. This example. Same avatar, and it's a different problem, breakouts. In his or her journey to success, which is the end destination that the avatar is looking for, or solve a completely different problem for a different avatar, which is this thing, from shoulder pain to acne. Now, what I said about country, move the winning products and winning scaling strategy into new countries and new languages. There's not much to explain in this case. Again, you want to do research of that country. What are my competitors selling? What's going to be easier to penetrate? Look a little bit for Google Trends, look for TikTok search, and make a little bit of research. and just go to 2-3 new countries, test that in the ads manager, check initial metrics. Is this country welcoming me into expanding, or do I launch my ads in Germany and I see a CPM of 60 euros and really negative comments? Just test it. And then you want to develop for the strategy, angle testing and whatever. But these 3 ways to scale, this is not launch a bid cap. No, this is thinking big. Okay? So yeah, that's done. We're going to enter a deep point right now. Why people buy and how to sell to people at scale. But I want to make sure that you have all of these super clear. So we've done so far expanding through angles, products, and countries, understanding the algorithm and the auction formula, and fixing the mindset through this exercise on a daily basis. Okay? I said this is gonna be my best YouTube video so far, and I wanna make sure you get every single point clear and you don't have any information overload and chaos and I don't know what you said in here, I don't remember the first point. Like, everybody has to do the mindset exercise. Anyways, why people buy and how to sell to people at scale. This could be a whole YouTube video, but we're just gonna do one module on the whole YouTube video about this topic. So, breakthrough advertising. If you don't have this book, buy it. If you've never read it, buy it. Let's see where it is. Shannon. So, really, get the book. Best book ever. Best book ever. It's gonna teach you how to sell to people at scale, in this case using Facebook ads. So look, selling a product is difficult, okay? Selling a product to a stranger is even more difficult. Think about selling a product to a stranger in the street. It's super tough. But then we go to Facebook ads and we think it's gonna be easy. No, it won't. But you know what's ultra difficult? Selling a product to millions of strangers at the same time, targeting them in the same day. Targeting millions of strangers that don't know you, don't know the product, and trying to sell that without any personalization. So with Facebook ads, we are targeting millions of people. Like last 2 years, I almost did 2 billion impressions with my ads, with the ads for my clients. So, you know, moving millions of people from first impression to purchase, that's a whole journey. That's a whole process. So let's understand how to sell to people at scale. And I hope to make it easier for you by summarizing the key points in this book and how I have applied them to help my clients, you know, get to this level of results. And all the coaching guys, like dozens of them, super good results, super happy. So anyways, from the book, marketing doesn't create desires. It just channels the already existing mass market wants. So there are forces that move people to buy. Advertising is just gonna make a beautiful bridge to take people from they have this pain and thing into thinking, okay, this is the product that will solve my natural force that was already existing in my body. So with marketing, you don't create, with advertising, you don't create desire. And you have it here. This is from my book. Yeah. Your advertising connects a mass desire with your product. So all the time think about the bridge from natural force to product. So to give you a super simple example, and now we go into the actual content. But if my goal is to increase my testosterone, and through advertising you can convince me that drinking this 1.5, let's say this is one, drinking this 1 liter of water in a metal bottle will increase my testosterone because I will not be drinking microplastics. Then I'm gonna relate, okay, being more attractive, being more of a masculine type, which is my innate desire, to be able to reproduce to thousands of kids, which is the innate desire, is tied to this product. And this product is the bridge from me wanting massive reproduction to me achieving massive reproduction. It's the bottle. So then I will buy. It makes sense. And after that, when I buy, after that you will be able to tell me this is sustainable. But before I buy it, the sustainable thing is not the natural force that's driving me. So mass desire. We buy with emotions and justify with logic. Typical sentence. So assuming this, we must look into the emotional and psychological drivers for humans. And with our advertising message, we want to channel mass desire. Now, let's understand these deep mass desires. The desire of women to be attractive. The desire of men to be, I don't know how to pronounce this word, viral, let's say masculine, but you get the point with this, like being able to reproduce at scale and being super strong, masculine, conquer, all of these things. The desire of men and women to keep their health, the desire to accumulate wealth and resources, social approval, status, power, safety, security, love, and intimacy. This is it. We could have some more about having meaning in life, freedom, etc. But they get a little bit more complex to just tie into a product. These would be the easiest ones, okay? In this case, you're watching this video probably because you want to accumulate more wealth and resources. That's it. And with more wealth and resources, if you're a guy, you're probably trying to be more masculine and attracting to the other gender and stuff like this. So anyways, these are the mass desires. So think about how what you're selling is tied to this thing. Go deep. Now, let's talk about the state of awareness. This is a very, very, very important concept. So different audiences require different messages. This is super clear. And let's break down the types of audiences with an example, because this is usually difficult to understand for people. Stage number 1 is an unaware audience. They don't know that they have a problem. This is the most difficult audience because you have to convince them that they have a problem, and then you have to convince them that they need a solution, your solution, and after that, that your product is the best. It's super difficult to sell to these people. So this is usually when somebody launches a new product and nobody knows about this new product and this new solution. So example message, feeling tired all the time. Here's why your energy levels might be crashing. In this case, this is not even good because they know that they're tired. Majority of you will not be in this stage. So just understand, they don't even know they have a problem. They don't even know. Problem aware, this is very typical. Majority of you will be in stage 2 or 3, okay? Problem aware is they know they have a problem, but they don't know what's the solution. So to give you an example, struggling to lose weight no matter what you try. So they have a problem. And you tell them it's not your fault. Your metabolism could be working against you. Could be. It could be that we can blame your metabolism and the solution is into fixing the metabolism. So I'm aware that I am gaining weight and I'm not being able to lower this weight. I know there's a problem. Now, what is the solution? I have no idea. Sounds pretty obvious to me, but imagine the potential customer doesn't know the solution. Now, solution aware, stage 3, they know that some solutions exist, but they don't know that your solution exists. So if you tell me lose weight, I will say, yeah, I have to stop eating. I have to fast. I have to, I don't know, maybe supplements that burn the fat, or maybe I have to do cardio every single day. But all of that is super tough. I don't know. Sometimes I feel lazy. Imagine this is my situation. I would respond really well and click on an ad that says, boost your metabolism naturally with this science-backed formula, no crazy diets needed. Oh, and here I say, okay, I don't have to diet. There's a science-backed formula that can boost my metabolism naturally, so I don't have to consume substances, weird things. Okay, I'm interested in this. Just tell me more information, please. Yeah, let me know. Now, if you're product aware, they know about your products, but they need convincing. So, in this case, I'll give you the example in stage 2. Is it supplements? Is it diet? Now, in this case, imagine that you sell, what's your metabolism naturally? Imagine that you sell a supplement. It's a supplement. That's the solution is a supplement, but I don't know which one. Okay? So here he's doubting about What solution? I don't know. I'm aware of the exact problem, but there are many solutions out there. And in this case, they know that the solution to increasing testosterone is drinking water in a metal bottle. That's the solution. It's not going to the gym and lifting heavy weights. It's drinking water in a metal bottle. That's the solution to increasing my testosterone, and I know it. Which metal bottle? I don't know. Now in stage 4, they know about your product specifically, but they need convincing. So an example message would be, why, I don't even know the brand of this, why Manel bottle is the #1 metabolism booster trusted by thousands. I'm mixing the examples, I don't want to confuse you. But basically, why, you have to justify why this is better. And in this case, you would do an us versus them ad. So you want to talk shit about other brands and be like, this is the only real solution. So why this brand is the #1, or this supplement is the #1 metabolism booster, which is trusted by thousands, and it's the best one because, and then I'll give you more examples down below. So stage 5, most aware, they know that your product is better, they know, but they just need the final push. So this will be like retargeting. So you give them an offer, give them urgency, scarcity, whatever. As an example message, last chance, get 20% off Manel supplement before the price increases tomorrow. That's it. So these are the different types of audiences. And sorry, for any brand, you will have some people in here, some like 2%. Some people product aware. If you look at the whole market, 2%. And this stage 2 and 3 will be 90% of the potential audience when you're targeting people with Facebook ads. If you look at the mass market. So you have to work on these messages for your ads. Okay, just to be clear. This stage 2 and 3 is what's interesting. Make more research if you want, because in this video I cannot put everything. But think about your product, mass market desires, and then state of awareness 2, state of awareness 3. And you will find a lot of messages that just make sense to sell products to cold traffic at scale. So let's put more examples. So the mass market is in stage 2, problem aware, and stage 3, solution aware. I'll give you now more examples, like, let's see. So examples with the fat burner supplement. If someone is aware of the problem, but not the solution, okay, they know that they have fat in their belly. They know. But they are not aware of this solution. They don't know. So you cannot just go and sell them your product directly, because they don't know that. Look at this. I'll give you the example. Struggling to lose weight? Buy our fat burning supplement now. And the person is like, I don't believe that a supplement will help me burn fat. I didn't even know that this burns fat. So if you jump straight into product, it's a turnoff. And doing this thing to an audience that's not aware of your product, so purely cold traffic that don't know that a supplement will burn fat. If I think that the only way to burn fat is go to the gym, and you place a supplement in front of my face and you say buy now, what you're doing is going to a Tinder date and proposing in the same night. So you go to a Tinder date, say hi to the girl, go for dinner, and then at the end of dinner with dessert, you're like, wanna marry me? Doesn't make fucking sense. So the same for this messaging. Just don't do it. No. Okay? So the better thing would be struggling to lose weight no matter what you try. So acknowledge the problem. It might not be your diet. It could be your metabolism working against you. Here's how to reset it naturally. And more examples. You eat healthy, you exercise, and you still don't see results? The real problem might not be your effort, so you acknowledge them. It's okay. You're doing things right. I don't blame you for not losing weight. It's okay. It's how your metabolism is working against you. Here's how to fix it naturally. I'm giving you a solution, and I'm moving you from you're trying dieting, there's another solution. Come to me, and let's fix it, okay? Dieting but still gaining weight, your metabolism could be stuck in slow mode. Okay, we have to accelerate it. If your weight loss feels impossible, it's not your fault. Your metabolism might be sabotaging your progress. Here's how to reset it naturally in just a few minutes a day. These are good messages for an audience that is aware of being fat, but does not know how to fix that problem. Okay? I mean, at least they don't know that your product will solve that problem. And because they don't know, you cannot just put the supplement in their face and say, hey, buy now. Last units. Doesn't make sense. Now, let's go into the other case. So if someone knows that solutions exist, but not yours specifically, you cannot assume that they understand why your solution is better. So let's see this case. Imagine, want to lose weight? Our supplement works better than the rest. Buy now. This is stupid, okay? Because in this type of audience, they already know that supplements and this thing with the metabolism, that's the very key to solving this fat problem. They know. So you don't have to tell them, no, look, it's not about dieting. It's your metabolism. And you're convincing them that it's the metabolism. No. In this audience now, everybody knows that it's the metabolism. Everybody knows. And they are thinking, but what supplement? Like herbs or like omega? Or what is the supplement that's going to help me with this? I don't know which supplement. There are many options. They're considering which one to pick, right? So cannot be like this. So as I said, they already know that supplements exist. You're not giving them a reason to choose yours. You need differentiation. So this would be us versus them kind of messaging. Now look, and this will make sense now. Most weight loss supplements only burn water weight. Ooh, good angle. Ours targets stored fat by boosting your metabolism naturally so you lose weight and keep it off. Keep it off. Okay, so here the angle is most supplements will only burn this superficial fat that's just liquid. My supplement will eliminate this deep fat and keep it off. Amazing. Typical weight loss supplements just flush out water weight. Ours goes deeper, activating your metabolism to burn real fat and keep it off for good. Forget quick fixes that just drop water weight. Our formula helps your body target stubborn fat by naturally speeding up your metabolism. And last, most supplements give you temporary weight loss by shedding water. Ours works with your body to ignite fat burning and keep the weight off permanently. Smart. It's so smart. So, do you see the difference? This is probably the most important part of the video, even though it's the most boring one. The difference when I'm targeting these people that know about the problem, but they don't know about the solution being a supplement. The way that I talk to these people that don't know the solution is a supplement is, hey, look, you've tried everything. You eat healthy. But listen, the problem is in the metabolism. Come here, read this, check this out, and I will teach you more about how to fix the metabolism. It's more in top of the funnel. And then here at the bottom, I say, hey, look, all of the supplements are pure shit. You have to look for those supplements that will burn the fat that's deep, real fat, not just water. Majority of brands are trying to trick you and buy these cheap supplements. No. Our supplement is more expensive because it's higher quality and it burns real deep fat, not just water. It's different messages. It's a little bit complex, but really go deep into that. Go deep into that if you're spending more than 1,000 a day on Facebook ads or 2,000 a day, it's worth it going there because I can guarantee you're targeting a lot of people that are not ready to buy. And you're targeting them with a message, assuming that they are ready to buy, but they're not. So, yeah, just look into that. Market sophistication. This is the next point in here. So basically, if you're not the first or the second business to promote that type of solution to the market, you need to deal with sophistication. I'll give you examples to make it easier. So women have wanted to lose weight for many, many years. But what used to persuade them to buy a weight loss product does not work anymore. So they've heard all the claims, all the advertising. Imagine, this is in the book. This is third stage sophistication. So third stage sophistication market. As the majority of market are nowadays. Unless you can invent a completely different product and it's not sophisticated, the marketing is going to be complex for all of us. At this level of sophistication, markets require a new mechanism. Think about this word. Just keep this word inside of your brain. New mechanism. So it's no longer about what the product does, which is help you lose weight, but about how the product will achieve that. It's the new mechanism. And I don't know if you guys know Kinobody, this guy from Canada, fitness influencer. He's the best example in this new mechanism. So every single man on earth wants to be jacked, wants to be strong with muscles and low body fat. That's for thousands of years, let's say. So what did he do? He created a new mechanism, or no, he was advertising a new mechanism that was like, hey guys, you just need to go to the gym 3 times a week, no more, just chill. You can actually drink alcohol just once a week and drink alcohol. Don't eat rice and chicken, it's too boring. We live the life here, we live life. And we have coffee and we fast in the morning. And this is his new mechanism. When, let's say 10 years ago, everybody was in this eat chicken and rice, very low calories to lose fat and go to the gym 7 times a week, sometimes 9 times a week. And then he came up with the new mechanism and he took over the market. So in a sophisticated market like fitness, he did that. More examples. Weight loss. So old message, eat less, move more, and lose weight. New mechanism, burn fat by effortlessly activating your metabolic switch. No calorie counting needed. Sounds like a new mechanism. Muscle building, old messaging, lift heavy, eat more protein, and build muscle. New mechanism, the 5-minute growth activation method that forces muscles to grow without heavy lifting. Or what I'm seeing on Instagram right now, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, is low volume, high intensity. Like this is trending right now. So the old school bodybuilding, it would be you have to do 5 sets per exercise, 6 or 7 exercises per workout, and it's a lot of volume, right? A lot of number of sets. And these people on Instagram now, the coaches, they are saying, no, you have to go to the gym and you only want to do 1 set for bench, 1 set for military press for the shoulder, 1 set for triceps, go very hard for the mechanical tension, and that's it. It just takes 30 minutes. This attracts everybody, and everybody's discussing in the comments. It gets the attention because the market is very sophisticated and they are bringing up new mechanisms. Skincare or anti-aging, the old message, you want to use a moisturizer and sunscreen to reduce wrinkles. The new mechanism is erase wrinkles by reactivating your skin's collagen production with this BioLift formula. So you see how we have to kind of recomplicate the vehicle to get there? So this is what the book talks about. Now, the most important thing is you try to implement this for your specific product. So state of awareness, market sophistication, and last thing is the conversion process, which, I mean, if you have the 2 previous points, that is it. But for you to understand conversion, how to systematically convert people into buyers, interrupt, so capture attention with something they deeply care about. Think about the deeply for the mass desire that we talked about in the beginning. Engage, so you want to speak their language and connect with their emotions. Remember, you diet, you exercise, you're doing everything right. It's not your fault. Here I'm connecting. It could be your metabolism. Educate, you want to show proof, authority, and why your product is superior. So differentiate from competitors and stand out. And finally, convert, make the next step irresistible. So think about Alex Hormozy, the book that I was talking about in a previous video, these $100 million offers. Offer, urgency, guarantee, 90-day money-back guarantee, just try it, whatever. So this will be the process, which means you cannot run ads saying 90-day money-back guarantee because it's in step 4. This is the product page or the checkout. So we just have to follow those steps. I hope this was useful, guys. Now we're going to dive into Facebook ads and more stuff. But really, the teachings in that book, if you can apply that to specific products, then coming up with new angles, coming up with new messages, making a new landing page, it gets easier and easier and easier, and you can actually connect with your market. So let's keep on going. The test and scale dynamic on Facebook ads. So once you know the mindset to spend big on Facebook ads, you understand the algorithm, you know how to expand angles, products, countries, and you fully know why people buy and how to sell to different people at scale, cold traffic when they don't know you, etc. Now it's about the ads manager, okay? Launch the right tests, analyze and move winners into scaling campaigns. So, and this is what I do, on a daily basis. I tried to record the video last week, but I failed. So this was yesterday of last week. We spent 9K, 4.84 ROAS. And I mean, this is on a daily basis, but the previous work has already been done by me in the previous years, but it is mandatory then be able to do this and be comfortable in the ads manager. This is, I don't even know why this screenshot is here. I think it's because I uploaded on Instagram. We got to 100K a day with a client for the first time in a few months. Yeah, so 100K days, and that happens when you have all of these market fit and the right communication. Let me show you in the ads manager. So this would be the testing part that I'm talking about. Just testing and discovering where I'm doing image, video sliding, DPA, summer angle. Does summer angle work already or not? Walking streets, selfies, split images. I'm just testing, and it's extremely simple, guys. I'm testing a clothing campaign in here. Extremely simple, like this is from last year, right? Things that don't work too well, let's say this one is at 20 euros a day. I don't care. If this image started working extremely well, it goes to 150 a day. Fantastic. So, I mean, the setup is common sense. So the setup for me is ABO, one ad per ad set, or one variable per ad set, which means if you're testing image versus video, and in the video ad set you put 2 videos, it's okay. It's okay, 2 videos. You can put 5, but 5 videos in the video ad set. ABO, one ad per ad set, isolate important variables. So imagine that my test here is that the client tells me, hey, we are doubting. We don't know if we want to just do DPA, dynamic carousel, and we will save a lot of money in the shootings, or should we continue doing more shootings? We don't know. So we set up a test where I do DPA versus video versus image. It's very important that I separate DPA from video and from image, because I'm going to go back to Slack and I will tell the client, hey, look, client, the DPA is the best. We have a ROAS of 4. And then imagine that we have a ROAS of 1 and 1 in here, and it was shit. And I tell to the client, hey, don't waste any more money in the shootings. The images don't perform. We will do everything DPA. And then we pick one of these tools that help you customize the DPA, the dynamic product ads with the carousel and stuff. Just invest that money in that. You see how important this conclusion is? But I can only do it if I do this ABO, one ad per ad set, one variable per ad set. If I do one big CBO and I put these ad sets into an already existing CBO, I understand why people say that, and some people use it very successfully, but I cannot give that information to the client, which is relevant for the development of the business. And so I cannot say, hey, look, the images, they don't get ad spend. Facebook in the CBO, Facebook is not deciding to give some ad spend to the images, so let's do another shooting and waste some more money. No. For me, it should not be the case. So that's the way I test. And again, now once is the test and scale dynamic. So in this case, we're testing overnight skin, some beauty angles. So the moment that I find in this initial test, these 4 ad sets, look at these 4, okay? No, sorry, look at the 3 that are off. So overnight skin, light blue, overnight skin, blue blonde, and then whatever. So in this test of these 2 first ad sets, blue blonde, light blue, I realized blue blonde is winning. This is the best. So back in the day, I would use a DCT, I'm not using it anymore, to expand. So from here, I would create this new ad set, And then from here is like, if I can prove that this works well, all the time I think, this is working, what else can I do? And this is an exaggerated example where I did everything, but usually I go step by step, but you can see here that I'm testing everything. So what can I do? I can put a cost cap, low 80 or higher 100. I can also use max value to find people that will have a higher AOV. And I could also do a bid cap, why not? So I can pretty much do anything I want. So let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, but don't just launch this one and be stuck here and increase the budget a little bit, but after 150 the ROAS goes down, so I don't know. No, do more. Do this, do that. And now, see, what I'm testing is not blue blonde versus light blue. In this case, what I'm testing is what is the best manual bidding combination to scale this ad set. If I realize it's bid cap 100, then I will ask the same question. Bid cap 100 is the winner. What else can I do? And then I will think, oh, I could do a CBO and have multiple ad sets in this CBO with bid cap 100. Interesting. Yeah, let's set it up. And that's my next step. And the next step is another one. And the next step is another one. So all of the time, ask yourself, what else can I do? So horizontal scaling, what else can I do after this? All the time, all the time, all the time. And when you feel like you have too many campaigns, you want to do what I did here, which is consolidation, creative diversification. That's a campaign that has, 20 ads inside, something like that, and a lot of ad sets. So I'm consolidating in a big campaign, yes, but only after doing all of this. So if you have never in your life tested these things, why would you do one CBO in one ad account and that's it? Doesn't make sense. So yeah, and you see it here very easily. ABO, US, BD. And then the winners from this ABO get moved into Advantage Plus BD. That's it. ABO, US, creative testing. All of the winners that I have from here historically will get moved into this CBO, creative diversification, bid cap 200. Why bid cap 200? Because at some point I was testing bid caps and I saw that the 200 was giving me a very low CPM and a very high ROAS. Okay, so now I take this bid cap, I take the winning creatives, and I put everything together. But this comes from testing. So all the time, test and scale, test and scale, test and scale. And to give you some fundamentals for the advertising part inside of the Ads Manager, the first thing is you want to make a smart hypothesis. And you want to ask yourself, could a beauty angle work to sell a sleep supplement, for example? I had a member of the coaching. They are selling this sleep supplement, but the hypothesis that they had so far was sell a sleep supplement using a podcast video ad from an expert, or using, it was something like, or using images. I'll just make up the example, something like this. So this is their hypothesis. But I said, okay, let's make a better hypothesis. Let's make a hypothesis from a completely different angle to different people. Can I sell this? Can I sell the idea that if you sleep super deep, you will produce more collagen and therefore you will be more attractive? So in this case, mass desire is attractive. Mass desire is attractive. Vehicle to get there is sleep supplement. And then the advertising message is, let's say, deep sleep helps increase collagen production, which makes you so you wake up radiant as the princess you are. Let's say this is the advertising messaging. So this is just the way we put the message together. But here what I'm saying is, if you want to be attractive, take a sleep supplement. And I'm saying it in an advertising way. Deep sleep helps increase, or it would do something like, did you know? That's it. This would be the advertising message. Did you know deep sleep helps increase collagen production so you wake up radiant as the princess you are? Nice. Maybe they care about being a princess and I'm talking their vocabulary. I don't know. I have no idea. So this is a much better hypothesis to make in the ads manager. So being a good marketer is, of course, pretty important. Let's go into point number 2. So isolate important variables in your account structure. As I said before, usually you want to do ABO, an ABO campaign where you do one variable per ad set to get solid conclusions. So one ad per ad set for the testing part, and then get the conclusions and scale those into all the super infra ultra CBO scaling campaigns. Yes, but do this first to know how to sell. And again, then you move winners into a scaling infrastructure. This scaling infrastructure is going to be what? Up to you, up to your account history, and depends on what works in your account. So I was doing a one-on-one coaching session this morning with a good friend of mine. And I said to him, look, he wanted to systemize the media buying. Like, I find one winner, then what do I do? It depends. So we have to go through I call it testing the scalability process, where you figure out from ABO, is it better that I go into, let's say, Advantage Plus? From Advantage Plus, then I go into CBO bid cap to consolidate and put a lot of winners together. So I have, in the account, I have one CBO bid cap to consolidate, 5 or 6 Advantage Plus, and one ABO testing campaign. This is one option. The other option is from ABO, I go into Advantage Plus with a cost cap, okay? And then I go into CBO, no manual bidding, with a lot of ad sets. Okay, this is another thing. Which one is gonna work for you? I don't know, my friend. From the accounts that I'm operating, it's different in every account. They have different CPAs, sometimes different countries, different account histories, different budgets. It depends. So you wanna do this to figure it out. A document that I share with the members of the program, but basically this is the whole testing path, you know. Initial scaling, horizontal, vertical, figure out your scalability. Phase 2, hyperscaling with a consolidated format, intraday scaling, and then here's manual bidding. That's it. That's the basis of my strategy, guys. So let's go into point number 6, demand patterns and intraday scaling. So let's keep on going with it. Mindset, algorithm. We know how to sell to these cold audiences. Okay, we know how to sell to these cold audiences. Now, after finding winning ads and moving them into this amazing scaling infrastructure, you're gonna be very happy, but not for too long. Okay. So, ROAS inconsistency. And I have a video about ROAS inconsistencies. I don't have it here. Go watch it. It's an amazing video. How to fix a ROAS inconsistency. A video that's 30 minutes. Like one of my best videos. So watch it. But anyways, ROAS inconsistencies will appear. And it's going to feel super risky to spend 40% more than what you're spending. Because imagine you got to 2.5K in ad spend. And somebody like me, they tell you, oh, why don't you double your ad spend? You're like, man, this 2.5 is super risky. I don't know. So high budget is high risk, that we have to assume. One way to minimize risk at high spend is to surf the demand waves existing in the market. And my question to you is, why do you want to go against the natural market forces? It's stupid, right? But people do it. But you're smart and you're watching this video, so you're not going to do it. Now, let's give you examples on this. Demand waves in the market. The salary effect. Does it make sense that people are more willing to spend money when they have their bank account full? Yes, it makes sense. Okay. Does it make sense that in the marketplace where billions of people are operating, and it's sad, but a lot of people just depend on the salary. They don't have a lot of savings. Okay? That's just the way it is. I don't judge the market. It's the way it is because of thousands of reasons. Now, if they only have the salary, the first 7 days of the month, of course, they will pay rent and everything, but they will still have those, let's say, $400 available to spend. Once they spend those $400 and you're targeting them like with crazy budget on the 20th 20th of March, like today, on the 20th, and they don't have the salary available anymore and they're waiting for the salary of next month, they're not gonna buy. So the salary effect is real. The historical best day of the week, I will show you right now how to find it, but it's just a pattern that is personal to you, and then flash campaigns. So the salary effect, I could just prove it with this year so far to give you specific proof, but you would see that at the beginning of each month, we usually have a peak that lasts, depending on the month, let's say 4 or 5 days. So in the initial 4 or 5 days of the month, or even the last 2 days, so now it's March, we would say from March 28th until April 6th, things are amazing. So if you want to make an ad spend record and spend more than ever, do it in between the 28th and the 6th of next month. Don't do it when people don't have the salary, when people already spend their money. Does it make sense? Now, top day of the week. If you've been running the same Shopify for at least 1 year, go to Shopify, Analytics, Reports, Sales over Time, put a long range like last year, no comparison by day of the week, and then you will get something like this. And in here, you can realize that I have a peak on Sundays. So of all the Sundays in 2020, this is 2023, from all the Sundays in 2023, I can see that I made 2.7 million, let's say. 2.7, 2.6 million this client made on Sundays. But if I check for Tuesdays, I see, okay, this is 2.3 million. Wait, so this is shit, right? That's the cleaning lady just was ringing on the door. I'll be right back. This is being like the impossible video. All right, so as I was saying, get the top day of the week and then you scale budget on that specific day. So in this case, for me, it's Sundays, and it's been for like 2-3 years already. This year, a little bit less, but I still do it on Sunday. So you can see that on March of 23, every single Sunday in this ad account, this is a report by Meta that I recommend you do. Every single Sunday, I would peak here in budget, in ad spend, right? So I would go from 14K up to 18. Or from, let's say this is Wednesday, for example, I was spending 14.5K. And then on Sunday, I go up to almost 20K. So I was doing this manually every single Sunday. And then you can see the revenue here on Sundays. In this same month of March, we would peak on every Sunday. So yeah, it just makes sense. Analyze this, increase budget, get more traffic, and of course you're gonna sell more, but it's lower risk. So I know that if I increase the budget on Sunday, the market will take that better. Okay, so the impossible video. This is the from wave surfing and intraday scaling. This is a case study from one of the members of the coaching. He said wave surfing has worked phenomenal, and they made 144% growth year over year, a lot of revenue, and you've got it there like summer sales campaign, and previous period it was pretty crazy. So, and they scaled maximum to 17K a day. That's nice. So yeah, it really works, guys. It really works. Now, last point in here, and we're gonna finish the video. So hyperscaling flash campaigns. This is a strategy that I use. It's based on 5 phases: hype, launch, urgency, extension, and branding. And just to give it to you visually, this is what it looks like on a yearly basis. If you analyze the whole year of e-commerce doing flash campaign, it looks like this. You have these revenue peaks every now and then you've got the evergreen periods. So example number 1 in here, you can see is, this is a client of mine that we do a lot of flash campaigns in this case, okay? In 2022, they made £1 million in the UK. In 2023, 1.5 million pounds. And then in 2024, basically 2 million pounds. The secret to this brand growing a lot and stuff, apart from what they do with the brand, email, products, which they do it extremely well, it's that every single year we do the flash campaigns bigger than the previous year. And if you compound that over the whole year, we double revenue in 2 years. And if you look at the same client in the US, it's even crazier. In 2022, they made 670K. In 2024, they made $2.5 million. How? By doing each flash campaign of every year bigger than the previous one. I've got cases from guys in the coaching. This guy, also good friend of mine, 590K in, I think this is 1 month, but basically everything was concentrated in here with a flash sale that he did, 3-day flash sale. Fucking crazy. So he was happy to share. Beast. It was nice. Same with this guy for Valentine's. New record Valentine's Day, 200K in the space of more or less 1 month, scaling to 20K almost in 1 day. It was nice. So it works. Big flash campaigns in 2025. Here you got it. Just follow this and see. I would do all of them, but depends on you which ones are relevant to you. There's a lot. So winter and Valentine's are finished already, but the other ones are still available for this year. And I recommend you sit down with your clients or with your brand, with your team at the beginning of the year, and you make a flash campaign map and you plan all of the campaigns and even target revenue for each one of them. Now, phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, do all of them. And if the sophistication of your market requires you to give discounts every 1 or 2 months, brother, you have to do it. There's no conversation about it if you want big scale. I've been in masterminds and when I've been a speaker in conferences, I've been sharing the backstage in the sofa with people that own big brands. And it gets to a point that they last week it was in a conference, the owner of a brand, that 8-figure brand, he was saying, to sell in the US, we are forced to do discounts. There's no other option because in this case, the sophistication of the market that we have studied before is forcing you to use discounts, to give discounts in the US, otherwise you're not competitive. And he said, we don't like discounts. In Europe, we don't do, but in the US, we have to do. And that's the name of the game. It is what it is. So don't come to me like, I don't like discounts. It depends on what your market is asking for if you want to scale. If you want to stay small and protect the brand, that's another type of business, and it's completely legit, like it's an amazing business to run. But if we want heavy scale and the market sophistication is requiring for a lot of flash sales, we have to do it, and that is it. That's the way to move people in this 4th stage of sophistication. Anyways, just to give you like a you've got the Valentine's Day video on my YouTube channel where I talk about this. Hype is basically warm people up before launching the campaign. Launch is let everyone know. So here we do email, we do organic, we do ads in every single platform, etc. And we have the first revenue peak. Urgency, depending on the campaign, is the last 7 days or last 2 days, last 7 to 2 days. Put urgency everywhere. And here is where the money is made. Extension, it's extra 48 hours for loyal customers. You can do it in some campaigns, it's okay. And branding is clean the brand image after over pushing people to buy. Last minute, discount, last hour, go, click. So after doing that, you have to go through a brand cleaning process that I don't have time to share, but it's pretty important. So anyways, that is the end of the video, guys. Pretty long video. I loved it. Super complete, and it's honestly what's helped me produce all of those numbers for these clients, what I'm still using nowadays, what I teach, it's that. So now you have the mindset to spend big on Facebook ads and the exercise. Remember the exercise. You understand the algorithm, the formula of the auction. You know your expansion process. You could expand by angles, products, or countries. You've got the examples. You understood the main things in this book with examples, a fucking lot of examples. So why people buy and how to sell to people at scale. And then you understood this test and scale, and all of the time asking yourself, what's next? Like, what else can I do? How can I duplicate more? Should I duplicate and put a bid cap? What's next all the time? Then you also understood demand patterns and intraday scaling with this wave, following the market waves, the salary, all of that stuff. And then hyperscaling flash campaigns with these 5 phases, and you see the impact that it can have. So mixing all of this is the absolute key, guys. So rewatch this video in the future to, you know, reconnect with this scaling mentality. Because every time every point in your journey, this video will hit different. It will bring you a new, fresh perspective. So I really hope this was helpful to you. If it really was, I would recommend you just share it with somebody that you appreciate, that you say, hey, I'm usually discussing e-commerce or Facebook ads with these guys. Just share the video with them. They're gonna love it, probably, if you loved it. Hit the like button for the algorithm, subscribe also for the algorithm, then it's gonna be pushed, and I'm gonna be very, very happy, and I'll be grateful that you did that for the reciprocity. So more coming. And if you need further help, I don't sell anything on YouTube directly, so you can go to the landing page that I've got in the description. You can discover who I work with. It's a simple video. I say, for these people, I give them this. For these other people, we work in this way. And I explain it pretty clear in there. Nothing else. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot for sticking till the end. I highly appreciate it. It surprises me that people watch 40-minute videos, 1-hour videos. But hey, I'm here to just put out value. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Which one is gonna work for you? I don't know, my friend.